Hey everyone, welcome back to Iguana Gaming. I'm the Iguana, and today we are playing some ARK Survival Evolved Mobile Edition. Now today, as you can see behind me here, we have an EQUUS, and it is just about to pop out a little foal, guys. And then we also have a griffin. So we are on the Patreon server right now, and I have been meaning to do some breeding for quite some time on this server, guys. Like, I have been really wanting to get into lots and lots of breeding for all of this, and so I thought what we would do today, as kind of a fun little episode, is try to hatch up all of the eggs that I've collected so far and to breed an EQUUS, because in a live stream I did tame up a max level male EQUUS here, who came out at 224, which is pretty good, and then off cam I had tamed this level 79 female. So, yeah, I decided to breed her up, and she's about to have a baby. And then down here, I do have stored up, there we go, quite a few super fertilized griffin eggs. So I'm hoping that one of these will give us a mutation. That would be ideal. Even if not, that is okay. And then also, it's not that fridge, it's this one. I have fertilized ALLO eggs, so I have a few of those as well. So we have quite a bit of hatching to do today. I am super excited about it. I hope you are as well. And just in case we get a griffin that we want to keep, we do have Allie here to watch over them. She did actually mother most of those eggs, so the baby should be fine eating with her around. And then, yeah, I think everything else is going to be okay. I'm hoping we get at least one mutated creature in all of these breedings and hatchings, because it has been crazy. I have not gotten a single mutation the entire time that I have been on ARK Mobile, and that has been quite some time, and I have had quite a few creatures hatched and bred up. So to not have a single, like, visible color mutation on all of that has been, like, super frustrating for me. So hopefully we'll get one today. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I hope you guys are as well. So let's go back up here. It is a little bit warm outside here, so my character's a little thirsty. Let's run over this way, and yep. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys back in just about 30 seconds here, I guess, when this EQUUS is ready to pop out a foal. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Now that we're back, just about 5 seconds left for this EQUUS. I'm actually really excited. I've bred up a unicorn before. Ooh, but this is the first EQUUS I've tried to do. Alright, oh, and it's a female, that's awesome. So level 207 actually means that it's almost at the same level as its sire over there in the corner, the level 224. Now, I don't know what its EQUUS power is yet. I'm assuming a tag will show up when it is all grown up. Yeah, because it doesn't have any sort of note on it to say exactly what its EQUUS power level is, and that is what I'm most interested in breeding for, is I am super curious in getting that level up as much as possible. Alright, and I do apologize for the screen freezes, guys. It's happening a lot on iOS lately. Hopefully that patch is coming out soon to, like, basically return stability to everything. Alright, so now that this EQUUS is hatched up, I'm not seeing a mutation. It looks exactly like its sire over here, so I don't think that this is a mutated EQUUS, which makes me a little bit sad, but I'm very, very happy with the level anyway. So I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to be pretty happy with it. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to check, like, the main color. No, it's all the same. Okay. It's an exact copy of its dad in terms of colors. And then in terms of stats, most of those stats must have come from the father as well, or it wouldn't be such high level. But this is good because this means that I can now breed with this EQUUS, and we can get, like, a max level EQUUS breeding pair, and then from there try to increase the EQUUS power. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Okay, so now that that guy is breeding up pretty well, I thought what we would do next is go ahead and hatch the allo eggs, and I keep putting them in the wrong fridge. There we go. So I only want to hatch like 1 or 2 of these at a time because they are a little bit difficult to keep track of, especially if you do get a mutation. It can be a little bit difficult to see it. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn on Bright Night here just so that I can see the colors a little bit better. Alright, we actually have quite a while, so maybe I'll put down a couple more eggs and then just... they're in this fridge. And then pick them up once we get a little bit closer. I really don't want to hatch more than like 2 or 3 of these guys at a time because it will get very confusing very quickly if you try to do a mass hatching on here. But I can definitely drop a few more of these guys and get them at least incubating while these guys are ready to hatch here in just about a minute. Alright, and I do get very framey over here as well. Alright, so these are all just normal fertilized allo eggs, so they don't have an increased chance to give us a mutation or anything. They're just regular old allo eggs, but all of the parents are the exact same in terms of stats and in terms of color. So if we do get a mutation that's a color mutation, we should see it right away. Like, it should be extremely obvious. Alright, are you gonna... 30-ish seconds? Alright. Hopefully this will work. And I'm really hoping they don't escape all over the place and grow up and cause massive lag problems on this base. But who knows? Because I don't think I want to just, like, kill these guys on sight today. Actually, I might be able to claim them. That might work. Alright. Almost here. I think we've got about 12 seconds, 8 seconds. Yeah, just a few more seconds left on these guys. And then those ones have a little bit more, so 30 seconds should be enough. I think I've spread that out well enough. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so this one's 227. I'm actually going to go ahead and claim it. And then this one is also 227 as far as I can tell. It's a little hard to actually see because it's so smushed over there. This is like the major problem. So 227 is the base level of the parents, so I actually don't need that allo. I do apologize to everyone who's sensitive. Okay, and then you're 227, and you're 227? Yes. Okay, so those are both 227 as well. Alright, and you are, and you are. Alright, so we didn't get any mutations in those eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and put down these other ones, and then we'll deal with the loose allo babies that are kind of running around, about to cause a lot of havoc on the server here. Because these guys have enough food that they actually do grow up quite a bit before they starve, and so it can be kind of a problem to let them just kind of wander around the base. I do actually need to... Unfortunately, I need to take care of them right away, otherwise they just get everywhere. And they are very glitchy, so if they get bigger, they get even worse because then I get stuck on them all the time, which is not good. Alright, so these guys have about a minute left, so I'm also going to go ahead and start pulling out some griffin eggs. Now, I should have quite a few of these, and these I really want to hatch one at a time because the level is variable, so I want to be sure that I know exactly what I've gotten with each one of these eggs. How much more time do you have? 50-ish seconds? Okay. I think these guys have about a minute left, so I'm just going to drop one of those. Okay, 2 minutes. Perfect. Yeah, so I don't want to hatch more than one of these at a time, just because, as I was saying, griffins are tricky. I don't know exactly what the level would be, so I wouldn't see a mutation just from the level of the creature, so I'm going to have to claim each one and inspect it to make sure that it actually has the mutation that I'm really hoping that it has. Okay, so we've got about 20 more seconds on these eggs. Oh man, I really hope that one of these is mutated because I've probably hatched up between streams and just some things I've done with the allos. I've probably hatched up over 40 allo eggs. I do have like 5 allos just sitting out there as breeders for me. Are you mutated? Please be mutated. No. No. Nope. I do not have the luck with the allos. It is unfortunate, but it is a thing, and this is why they need to not be a problem. Because they climb over everything and get stuck everywhere, and then it causes all sorts of issues. Alright, so unfortunately no allo mutations, so I'm not going to keep any of those because I already have 5 allos to breed, 1 male and 4 females. No, I have 6. I have 1 male and 5 females, so I have a ton of allo eggs coming in pretty much all the time now. And so I will keep collecting eggs, and hopefully someday we will get a mutation on those guys. I may even start trying to do like a full mutations episode where I just hatch up a bunch of allo eggs all the time. But we'll see how that goes, as I said. Alright, I'm going to drop that one now since this guy's getting a little bit closer to hatching. I really, really hope that this griffin, one of these griffins is mutated. We have a pretty good chance of that, just because these are all super fertilized eggs. So I did use carnopheromones on all of these, which was quite expensive, but I'm really, really doing it because I want a griffin mutation. So bad, guys. I really want a griffin mutation. Level 192. That's actually pretty low. Okay, come over here. I'm gonna bring them out into the center if I can so that I can kind of see them a little bit better, inspect them a little bit for the colors, and then hopefully from that we'll be able to see what we've got. Don't get stuck behind the fridge. That's the absolute worst. I don't like that they get so glitched out. I might even hatch them upstairs now that I'm thinking about it, because these don't actually need the air conditioners. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. Because they get stuck like this. Okay. Alright, but I can kind of see it in this menu. So, no, this griffin is not mutated at all. Alright, so, I have a lot of griffins, guys, and so I know it's hard, but I am actually going to unclaim this thing, and it should starve to death on its own in a few minutes. Now, that is harsh, but I really don't need that many griffin babies hanging around. It will cause too many problems, and I cannot raise all of them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this 2 eggs, I guess, up here, since I did have 1. Okay. I'm waiting for them to separate, because I know one of them had not very long. Okay, 40 seconds and a minute. I can probably hatch 2 of those at once. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I probably can get away with that. I am going to go ahead and grab 2 more while I'm waiting, and I do have a little bit of food on me and more in the fridges. If one of these griffins does turn out to be something I want to keep, which I'm really, really hoping that they are, because I would be super sad if I didn't get to keep any of these babies except this EQUUS. That would feel a bit like a waste. Alright, I'm actually going to make sure this one has all the berries. There you go. That EQUUS will never starve. Okay, so where are we at, guys? 1 second. Perfect. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good level. I think most of the parents were around 205, so 218 is actually pretty high. Let's see, I don't think it's mutated. I really don't think it's mutated, but it is a very high level griffin. Oh no. No. Stop. Nope. Stop. Oh man, I hate that they wiggle. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, once again, I don't think there's a mutation on this one. Oh wait. That's maybe around the beak? I don't think so. No. I'm just gonna double check here. Actually, we might have a minor mutation on that one. Actually, guys, I think we have a green mutation around the mouth of this griffin, so I think I can get it pulled up here. So if you look right around the beak, there's a little bit of green there. And that is not on either of those other griffins. So this griffin might actually have like a tiny, like seriously tiny mutation. But you know what? I will take it. I'll feed it, and hopefully it will stay alive and it will work. Yeah, they say they're insecure, but I feel like they're not. And then this one is just a good level, so I'm tempted to keep this one even though it's not mutated. You know, I'll keep it for now, and then I don't have to keep it later on if it's going to be too much of an issue. Alright, and they are both eating, so we should be totally fine for that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the next egg here. Let's see where we're at. 1:30 for that one. Perfect. Oh man, they're so cute. And then I'm getting like a massive amount of griffins because I have tons and tons of griffins just sitting around my redwoods base. And then I do actually have a couple over here that I'm using mostly for kibble, but I don't really need them anymore, so I'll probably get rid of those in favor of keeping some of these higher level babies that I'm hatching up here today. I do really hope that we get a bright color mutation on one of these guys. That green around the mouth, that is interesting, but it's not like the best mutation, so I'm not that excited about it. I really want like a really bright wing or body or chest mutation. I think that would look awesome. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that that's what we end up getting in the end here, and I will go ahead and drop this guy as well. Get that one incubating, and then I'm gonna go ahead, let's run downstairs and grab 2 more for once those guys hatch up. So yeah, you can kind of see why I have to be careful with the griffins, just because I can't really tell if they have mutations based on just level, because I don't have standard levels for the parents, so it's not easy to tell if we've gotten a mutation just by seeing that their level has increased by 2 points, which is how you would normally tell that a griffin or any creature has been mutated, is if it's 2 levels above parents that are the same level. Alright, let's go ahead and claim you real quick. I seriously doubt this one is mutated. It is a pretty low level. It does have gray feathers. It does have gray feathers, and I don't think that the other ones do. Maybe. But if it is a mutation, it's not a very exciting one. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and unclaim this one. It's not like the bright green color. The gray is just like, meh. There we go. So it'll do its thing. It'll wander around. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Here we go. And let's go ahead and put down the next egg. So we've got kind of a round going here on all of these eggs, where I'll have one hatching about every 40 seconds, which should be enough time for me to go around and keep checking on all of them. Man, I honestly love the baby griffins, so I am very excited about them doing their thing here. Oh yeah. No wandering, and you stop following me. No? Stop following me. No. Okay. Well, then I'll take this guy off wandering, and I'll stop all. Perfect. So hopefully that works, and they don't cause too many issues. There we go. And now they're both eating, so we should be okay on those two. And that guy is wandering off to fly the skies free and grow up in the wild. Yep, that's my line, and that's what I'm going to stick to. Alright. I don't see any bright colors on this one either, and nope, it's just the gray. Does have a little bit of that color around the mouth, that greenish color. Yeah, a little bit. So maybe those aren't mutations on the other one, but the other one also has a pretty decent level, and it's cute, so I might keep it anyway. But this one I'm not going to keep. It's definitely not mutated, so I don't think I need it. Okay, unclaim, and it can do its thing. This one's got a few seconds left, so I'm going to drop the next egg. And I'm basically just dropping them near the parent so that when they do hatch, if I decide to keep them, they will be in a pretty good place and eating as soon as I do that. Alright, let's go ahead and claim you as well. Level 212. And no mutations on this one either, at least no exciting ones that I can see. So the main color regions that I would be looking for are this back part, this top wing color that is currently gray, and then this underbelly feather color, which is currently tan on this guy. Those would be the major mutation areas I would like to see, but again, not seeing anything. I get super bummed when I do mutations and I don't actually get anything. It's like, it's incredibly frustrating, especially when I went to all that trouble with the pheromones and everything. And I'm sure many of you can relate to that. But hopefully, even if not, we'll still get like a pretty good level baby griffin out of it. I can fully imprint it, and it will be kind of fun to have them around, even if they're not like the best of the best here. Okay, so this one's about to hatch. I'm actually going to hatch the next one over here so that it's out of the way. Here we go. Okay, please give me something good. One mutation, guys. I want one mutation today. And I have 4 eggs to do it with. No. At least I don't think so. Nope, definitely not. Okay. Big sigh. Alright. So, probably won't keep this one either, and it's a pretty low level compared to the others. So don't feel too bad about that. Whoops, I didn't mean to punch you. Poor thing. I feel bad now. They are a little bit glitchy. There we go. Okay. I'll go ahead and drop the next egg now. So we're getting close to the end of the eggs here. But so far so good. Man, I did think this would be kind of a fun episode just to see all of the little baby creatures, and I am really enjoying it. I love doing mutations, and I love hatching things, and it's always super exciting when you actually do get a mutation, even though it doesn't look like we'll actually get one here today, most likely. But yeah, it's still fun, and we still get a pretty good baby EQUUS. We got a couple of cute little griffins that I may or may not keep, depending. I'm probably going to keep this one because it is such a high level that I'm very happy with that level. Alright, let's see. No obvious mutations from the top, and definitely nothing from underneath either. So, nothing too exciting there. I'm going to go ahead and unclaim this one as well. Yep, I don't need that, and it's kind of a lowish level. Boy, that griffin is just going haywire. I didn't mean to punch you. I'm sorry. That's alright, though. Okay, and so I'm going to drop this last egg over here. And then we should be in good shape. We just need to wait for these last 2 hatchings. Now, that is going to be a little bit slow, actually. I'm a little bit worried about the timeline of that. That's a little close. Should be fine. Should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and feed these guys as well. They don't eat a ton, but you do need to be kind of careful with how much they're eating, because they do take so long to grow that any little bit of food it makes a big difference to these little griffins. So you do have to watch them. Luckily, I can easily get up and keep these guys fed without it being too much trouble on this server. Alright, 10 seconds. I would at least like a good level, so I'm hoping for like 215 and up in terms of level. Anything under 200 is severely disappointing. Hey, 214. I mean, that's not bad. I can work with a 214. Especially if it's female. So there's no mutations on this one, and it's a male. Nope. Never mind. We'll go ahead and unclaim that one as well. 'Cause this one's a male, this one's a female, so 211's not the best level in the world, but it is a female, so I am going to go ahead and keep her. And you are 214 as well, which means you're probably not mutated. No. No mutations that I can see. Super disappointing, honestly, guys. That is such a bummer, and it's a male, so I'm not going to keep this one either. Alright. But, you know, I do think I'm going to keep these 2. I'm going to keep this female, and I'm going to keep this pretty high-level male here, because it's always good to have a high-level male to breed in with. and I honestly do want to get like a super mutated griffin, so I'm going to keep the ones that I think I can continue to breed. Whether or not I will make those super fertilized eggs is, well, I probably won't, because the pheromones are getting very expensive, but it will be useful to have those around to breed with, and eventually we will get a mutated griffin, guys. I do promise you that. Alright, so, yeah, guys, I guess that will do it for today's episode. So, unfortunately, not as exciting as I was hoping, but at least we did get some high-level creatures to kind of raise and hang around, and I do always enjoy looking at a bunch of adorable little animals. So, if you found yourself enjoying this episode at any point, guys, please do remember to hit that like button because it seriously helps me out. And if you want to see more content like this, you can, of course, subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next one. Signing off, this is the Iguana.